Welcome to another video. This is Daniel with Cloud9 Coatings, and I'm excited to get into this video with you all because this is actually one of our favorite floors that we have ever done. You got a little sneak peek of what this floor is going to look like in the intro, but in this video we're going to show you every step along the way in our process to create these beautiful floors. This project actually came to be thanks to a tornado that ripped through this town in Oklahoma, which, as the locals were telling us, happens pretty often here. You can still see tons of damage in the surrounding area from where that tornado came through. And this is exactly why this customer decided to go with epoxy floors instead of LVP or something like that. Because if they ever do flood again, now that they have epoxy floors, they won't lose their floors in the flood. You can just squeegee the water off, give them a good cleaning, and they're right back like new. This one took us all day to grind. It's about 3,000 square foot in total. But we definitely can't rush the grinding because that is one of the most important parts. That's what allows the floor to bond properly to the concrete and last for a very, very long time. After the grinding was completed, we went ahead and patched every single crack that's in this place. And if you're wondering why we epoxied that one square right in the middle, that's because that was a plumber's trench. They dug out some concrete to access some pipes, and you'll see some areas in the bathrooms and hallway in a second where we have epoxy there as well because of plumber's trenches. But they use a different type of concrete when they fill them back in that is really prone to putting bubbles all in your epoxy. So if you don't pre-coat them like we did here, bubbles will definitely come through into your base coat. That in turn will then go into your metallic coat. We do not want bubbles. Now here on day 2, it's time to get started on rolling out our base coat. This is a 100% solids epoxy base coat. It's also self-leveling, so it helps with any highs and lows in the concrete. You can see I'm just pouring down these ribbons right here. That's to evenly distribute the epoxy throughout the entire floor. And we like to put a nice thick base coat on for these metallic designs. Some contractors will use the base coat as a way to save on cost a little bit because you can't see the base coat once you cover it up. But I find it's really important to just spend the money, put it on super thick, because your floor is going to be more durable, impact resistant when you have thicker floors, and also just helps level everything out better so it has that perfect glassed out look. The next morning, day 3 here on this job, and the day we pour the metallic, the base coat was looking good. It all dried up nicely, but overnight there was a storm that came through, and I guess something wasn't sealed properly in the roof. I'm not exactly sure what, but there was water pouring in through some of these walls and these rooms in the back area. Not too much, but the rooms were completely filled, and we had to just wipe up all the water so that it wouldn't keep spilling into our area where we were doing the floors. Luckily the contractor hooked us up and got a bunch of towels, so we were able to get all the water up and squeegee the rest out of there. And thankfully it happened when the floors were dry, so it didn't mess anything up. You can see here in these plumber's trench areas where we coated the floor twice, there were still some areas where bubbles came through, so we went ahead and patched all those. So nothing comes through to our metallic design coat, which Joseph and Mike are mixing up right now. It's time to throw this metallic down. Alright, it's the 4th and final day of our install here in Oklahoma. We laid the metallic yesterday. It looks absolutely beautiful. I was thrilled with how it came out, especially this one black streak that goes through the middle right here with that slight little bit of gray winding through. Love that feature. That's my favorite part of the whole floor. Love it. But today, all we have to do is sand this down, any little bugs or trash that got in, sand all that junk out of here, and put on our industrial strength high wear urethane top coat. This is going to be a satin finish. So what we do is add some aluminum oxide into the clear urethane, which adds a ton of scratch resistance, adds some slip resistance as well. And this is going to be more of a commercial setting in this area, so definitely need to have a top coat that holds up to foot traffic and sliding furniture around and everything like that. And that's what we're giving them. So without further ado, let's get this final step completed and roll this top coat out. Alright, the top coat is on and it is looking beautiful. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for our next project. See ya.